we have 5 more verses to contemplate on. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangum langhayate girim yatkrupatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam yatkrupatamaham vande sadgurum chandrasekharam. In the last class, we had contemplated till verse number 38, where Kunti begins by saying that I am related to both Pandus and Vrishnis. So Pandavas are my children, and I was born in the house of Vrishni. So her father is Shurasena, who is also Vasudeva's father. Though she was given as an adopted daughter to Kunti Bhoja, her biological lineage traces back to the Vrishnis, and therefore she is the aunt of Shri Krishna also. And hence there is a close relationship with the Vrishni Kula also, Krishna Kula also. And therefore she says here, both whether it is this home where I have been wedded to or the home in which I was born, both of these, they are very famous, they are well reputed, they are great kingdoms, no doubt. But all that is only because of you, O Krishna. There is no other reason other than yourself as to why these two kulas, these two lineages are so famous and so prosperous. And now she continues in the 39th verse with a similar strain. She says, O Gadadhara, you are now going from here. From where? From Hastinapura, you are going back to Dwaraka. And once you leave from here, this place is not going to have the same sheen as it did when you were here. So therefore she says, Yatha idani Ankita bhati. Ankita means something that has been adorned or something that has been marked. Here Ankana is the feet of Bhagavan are adorning this place, that is Hastinapura, where they are. They are stepping on that sand, that earth of Hastinapura. So currently you are stepping here, you are in this region. And how are those feet of Bhagavan? Swalakshana vilakshitaihi. Lakshana means those marks, those distinguishing marks that are present on Bhagavan's feet. Like we say Vajra Rekha, and we also saw it is being marked with the lotus Padma Rekha and so on. So those are Lakshanas of Bhagavan's Padambuja, his pure feet that are there. Those Lakshanas, Vilakshitaihi, it is distinguished, those unique markings that are present there on your feet. With that kind of feet, you have been stepping upon these parts, and therefore it shines. It shines like it does now. When you are here, it is all shining, it's all so beautiful. But when you leave from here and you go back to Dwaraka, the same place, the same regions, the same earth will not be as beautiful. That Shobha will not be there anymore. That splendor, that grandeur that is here will not be prevalent anymore once you leave from here and go back there. And she calls him as O Gadadhara, meaning one who is holding the Kaumodaki. When you leave from here and you go back to Dwaraka, it will no more feel like this. Some beauty has left here and gone. That adornment, it's like removing the ornament from something, and therefore the beauty reduces. And she continues in verse 40. Ime janapadaha su-riddhaha. Riddha means something that is very prosperous, is riddhi, wealth basically. So su-riddhi is suriddha. So Janapada refers to countryside or the whole region. The whole country is called as Janapada. So the whole Kuru Janapada, this Janapada that we are ruling over, it is extremely prosperous. And how is it prosperous? Because of all these Oshadhi and Virudha. Oshadhi are usually that which we can eat, like rice, wheat, and all these are called Oshadhi. Virudhas are like trees and other plants that are there. All these are called as Virudha. All of them are ripe and they are ripening at the right times. A harvest is bountiful. They're luxuriant. All the flora and fauna are as it should be. So all this is well founded. So supakvaushati viruthaha. Not only that, water is also in abundance. Vana, Adri, Nadi, Udanvanta. Vana we know is forests. Adri are mountains. Nadi is all the rivers and streams that are flowing here. They are all filled with water. Udanvan usually refers to the ocean, and it also can mean anything, any water body. Usually in these regions there are lakes and ponds and various other water bodies that are used for farming and other whatever we require water for. So all those are called as Udanvan, Udanmantaha. So these places with the forests and mountains and rivers and water bodies, they are all prosperous and they are all beautiful. Why? Tava vikshitaihi edhante. Because they are growing, or they are being nourished, they are flourishing only because of your glances. Tava vikshana is that glance of Bhagavan. Just by you looking at them, they are all flourishing, they are growing, and only because of that. Hence the word he edhante. They are flourishing only solely due to your glances, nothing else. And if you go from here, what will we do? So each shloka, this is what she is coming up with. Her thinking is, if you go away from here, what will we do? All this prosperity that we have in front of us, which we can see, this sukha that we have, is only due to your glances, it's only due to you. What are we going to do when you leave us and go? It is that pangs of separation due to which she is reciting this kind of a stuti. And now in 41 she says, I have been crying in front of you. I have been pouring out all my woes in front of you. But you are Vishvesha. You are the controller of the whole universe. Without you, nothing moves. Every organization, institution has a certain ruler. If the whole universe is a certain institution, you are its ruler, and hence you are Vishvesha. By your command, everything moves over here, and hence first she calls him as Vishvesha. Next she calls him as Vishwatman. You are not only a ruler. As soon as you say ruler, feels like that person, wherever, when we think of an organization and a head for the organization, the head is different from everybody else. He gives orders, everybody takes, and probably the whole organization runs on his commands. But he is not within everyone, he is not powering everyone. But you are the person who is an indweller in each person in this universe, in each entity of this universe, whether living or non-living. You are the indweller, and hence Vishwatman. Because of you, everything is happening. Now when you think like this also, it feels like he is sitting within everyone and then pushing something and going on. And hence she says, no, not even that. Vishwamurte, you are the universe itself. Whatever we see, it is all your Swarupa. Whenever we think of that Vishwarupa, this is what it means. It means whatever we are able to perceive in this world, whether gross or subtle, meaning whether we can see it or touch it, or it might be feelings, might be emotions. All of these are various forms of Bhagavan itself. So first she called him Vishvesha. Then she thought, you are not only Vishvesha, you are Vishwatman. No, you are not just Vishwatman, you are Vishwamurte. This is a step-by-step move which all the devotees will get. It is from a Dvaita Bhava to the Advaita Bhava. So when you call him out as Vishvesha, you see him as a separate entity who is sitting there and ruling over the universe. So hence you have a difference with him. He is the ruler, I am the ruled. And therefore he becomes the Isha. So there is a Dvaita Bhava. We are different entities. Then when you call him Vishwatman, now you understand that he is the indweller in all beings. And then it becomes like a Vishishtadvaita Bhava. So we are all amshas of that Bhagavan. We are all parts of that universal entity. We are all parts. So there in the second adjective when she calls out, it is a Vishishtadvaita Bhava. When she calls him Vishwamurte, all that is there is only him. There is no I that is present. All that is present is only that Bhagavan and nothing else. And hence the third adjective, the Advaita Bhava, Vishwamurte. Now I am one with you. There is no I at all. What exists is only you. Vishwamurte. Hence, Atha Vishvesha Vishwatman Vishwamurte. The three adjectives. Svakeshu Pandushu Vrishnishu. Both these Pandus and Vrishnis, both are my people. So what she means here is, I want you to stay here because I am here and the Pandavas are here. But then Vrishnis are also my people. So you should go to Dwaraka also. But if you go to Dwaraka, then you will be leaving us. So I have an attachment here in the Pandavas also. I have attachment in the Vrishnis also. I have attachment in both places. I want you to be in both places. But you are leaving us from here and going there. Therefore, what you do, in my people, both these Pandus and Vrishnis, where I have so much attachment, the strong cords of affection that are there, you just cut them off. You give me that vairagya. You give me detachment from this attachment that I have towards my people. The strong affection that I have. Chindi means just cut them asunder. Please cut these ropes of attachment so that I have vairagya. I should not feel this mamakara. I know that I feel that these people are mine and those people are also mine. Let me feel that, let me start seeing this as Vishwamurti. May I see everything as Vishwamurti. Then it becomes all people are mine. Then it doesn't matter for me. Then I see you everywhere. I see everybody as you. Vishwamurte. Give me this. So, currently I probably see you as Vishvesha. Give me the jnana of Vishwatman and Vishwamurte, and for that you will have to do Sneha Pasha Mimam Chindhi. This Pasha means anything that ties you is Pasha. Everywhere our attachment to our dear ones is what is tying us. If there is no attachment, then all responsibilities will become better. It is not that when you give up attachment, it is not that you forsake all your responsibilities. So if I have no attachment towards my spouse, my children, my parents, then how do I love them? No. Love comes, the true love comes when you have no more attachment of mine and I. Whenever there is attachment, there is a problem. For example, great doctors, excellent physicians and surgeons, they will never operate on their own kinsmen. If there is a close family person, they will not operate on that person. Why? There is an attachment. They are the greatest surgeon, they have the most stable hands and they will operate on every other person. So everywhere they are able to do their duty very well. But if it's their own child, their own wife, their own husband, then the doctor will not be allowed, because he feels a sense of attachment there, and that same stable hands which can do surgery anywhere and everywhere, because of attachment it starts shaking. So whenever that attachment is cut off, whatever duty, whatever responsibility I have, that can be performed beautifully. It is a misnomer, it is a misunderstanding that we think that because we are attached, we are able to perform our responsibility. No. We can perform our responsibilities and duties better when there is no ahankara or mamakara. Yes, they are yours. You have to take care of them. That duty has never to be given up. And hence she asks, Sneha Pasham imam chindhi dridham pandushu vrishnishu. And she goes ahead, Hey Madhupate, therefore, once you have cut this attachment towards my kinsman, my mind should always be in you. Ananya Vishaya. It should not be diverted elsewhere at all. Usually in this world, it is always diverted to some or other thing. Either we want food, we want entertainment, something or other, it keeps going here and there. Let me not have any of this. All that should be directed only towards you. Ananya Vishaya me matihi. Tvayi asakrit ratim udvahatat. Rati means that attachment, may that attachment turn from them towards you. And asakrit means continuously. Sakrit usually means once. Asakrit means multiple times. That is continuously, without a stop, it should always be towards you. Udvahatat, may my mind carry such an attachment towards you. Adha is again a very arsha prayoga, meaning very traditional Sanskrita. Adha means certainly, may it surely happen that way. It should not happen in any other way. Udvahatat adha. I want it to happen only that way. And she gives an upama, an analogy, a simile she gives. Ganga iva ogham udanvati. Ogha means the flow, the stream, the flow of Ganga, the way it goes into the ocean. Whatever embankment or something you build upon Ganga you can never build a dam or something on Ganga. Ganga is just too huge to do that. It continuously keeps flowing. Just like it flows continuously towards the ocean and into the ocean, may my mind always flow in you and merge in you. The Ganga merges into the ocean and becomes one with the ocean. After it becomes one with the ocean, there is no Ganga, there is no ocean. It's all just the ocean. We saw the same word Udanvan previously. So Udanvati, into the ocean. Just as this Ganga flows into the ocean, may my mind also flow and merge into you, O Madhupati. She requests Krishna like this, and then he says, again, what I am going to do is only namaskara to you, O Krishna, nothing else. And this final verse of Kunti stuti is just Nama Sankirtana in various ways of Krishna. So in all the ways she looks at him, it's almost like a compression of the whole stuti. She says here, O Krishna. So when she calls O Krishna, it is her dear Krishna. That Yashoda's Krishna, that Devaki's Krishna, she is calling, Oh my child Krishna. So Shri Krishna, you are not only my child, you are also Arjuna Sakha, Krishna Sakha. Arjuna's name is also Krishna. Arjuna's another name is Krishna. So Krishna Sakha here refers to he being Arjuna's friend, meaning he is the friend of all the Pandavas also. Krishna Sakha. So the second Krishna refers to Arjuna. In Shri Krishna, Krishna refers to Dwarakadhisha himself. And in Krishna Sakha, the word Krishna refers to Arjuna. Sakha meaning friend, and you are Arjuna's friend. And therefore you have been protecting all the Pandavas. Next, Vrishni Rishabha. Not only associate with the Pandavas, you are associated with the Vrishnis also and protecting them. You are the foremost among them. Rishabha. Rishabha usually means bull. We see it in various places. Bharata Rishabha. Many of you would have heard. Rishabha is usually used to show the foremost among a particular lineage. And hence, Vrishni Rishabha. Avanidhruk Rajanya Vamshadahana. Avanidhruk. Avani means the earth. Druk means people who are against or they are doing something against the whole of the earth. So that royal lineage, who is Avanidhruk, Rajanya Vamsha. All these royal kingdoms and kings, all these adharmic kings who were there, who were against the whole of the earth itself, you, like a blazing fire, you just burnt them. Dahana means fire. You burnt that whole lineages, all those adharmic kings, you have burnt them. Avanidhruk Rajanya Vamsha Dahana. Here the word Vamsha I have given a star because Vamsha also refers to bamboos. In the forest, these bamboos, they just rub against each other and they catch fire. So like that, Krishna himself, if we see in this war or in many of the wars, you see, he will not, he doesn't very actively take part. He will somehow put two kings against each other and then push them towards destruction. That is what happened to the whole of the Kurukshetra war. So just like two bamboos rub against each other and they destroy themselves, like that, oh Krishna, you are Vamshadahana. So that is a Shlesha Alankara there. The commentator brings that out as Rajanya Vamshadahana. He is going to do the same to his own Kula also. At the end, when Krishna gives up his Sharira, his body, his own people are going to fight against each other and die. So, Rajanyavam Shatahana Anapavargavirya. You did not do that because you are powerless. You are of inexhaustible power. There is no match for you. Anapavargavirya, O Govinda. When she calls out to Govinda, he again goes back to Gokula. O cowherd, O the darling of the gopis. Govinda. Godvija Surarti Haravatara. So she gave a list of reasons why he might have taken avatara. So she tells it again here. You came here to protect cows, to protect brahmanas, and to because of the request of devatas. Go Dvija Surarti Hara. Sura means devas. They had a lot of distress, they had some problems. To remove that, this avatara was taken. The person, you have taken avatara to remove the distress of the of the cows, of the dvijas, brahmanas, and of devatas. Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara Yogeshwara. Greatest among the yogis. Only because you are a yogi, you were able to protect Uttara's womb. She came to Krishna crying out, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin. So you are the greatest of the yogis and hence you could protect the child within the womb also. Yogeshwara, Akhila Guru. You are Jagat Guru because your guidance is what takes us across the samsara. You are the spiritual guide, the spiritual teacher. Akhila Guru. And hence, Krishna is known as the Jagat Guru. Akhila Guru, Bhagavan Namaste. Oh Bhagavan, I bow down to you. I cannot do anything else. I bow down again and again and again to you. My obeisances, my prostrations to you. Yogeshwara Akhila Guru, Bhagavan Namaste, she says, and she ends her stuti like this. May we also see Bhagavan in all his forms like this and make our obeisances to him repeatedly using Kunti's own words itself. Yogeshwara Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Our prostrations to that Dwarakadhisha, to that Krishna who was praised by Kunti. Namo Namaha Namasarvebhyaha. With that, we have completed the Kunti stuti. Next class we will start the Bhishma stuti. And we will continue, and there will be a context in between, and then we will start Bhishma stuti. Now a couple of announcements, and then we will take questions as usual. So in September, Vyoma is conducting an event in Kurukshetra. Many of you might know that Vyoma has been teaching children Bhagavad Gita. So there have been Bhagavad Gita course. Many of you would have attended with Brinda Bhagini. Soumya Nagaraj Bhagini has been teaching Gita for children, and many children have memorized the whole of the Gita. And as a Samarpanam, we are taking them to Kurukshetra and doing the Samarpana there, where Bhagavad Gita was given by the Jagat Guru Shri Krishna to Partha, who was Kunti's son, to Arjuna himself. So Krishna gave it to Krishna Sakha. Partha Sarati gave it to Partha. In that place at Kurukshetra, the Samarpana of Bhagavad Gita is going to happen on September 12th and 13th. So on the first day, there will be a Gita Homa. Those who have bought the book of the Gita publication of Vyoma, we have given the Homa Vidhi also there. So this is traditionally there is a Homa Vidhi that is there. So according to that Vidhi, a Gita Homa will be performed on the 12th of September and a Sampurna Bhagavad Gita Parayana on the 13th of September. So those who want to support this, who want to be a part of this and are willing to donate, you may contact our people and donate. So you can scan this QR code also if you want to donate and be a part of this. I just wanted to show this information, and you can contact this. Any more information, I will also probably share it on the chat. The link, I can share it on the chat. And just a minute, I will share the link to the chat also, and any of you who want can get more information about it here. Yeah, you should have received it in the chat, the Zoom chat itself. Nevertheless, if you scan it through this QR code also, especially those who want to register for Sankalpa can register. There is a Google form. You can give your names, your relatives' names, all your friends' names, and before the Homa, there will be a long Sankalpa that is done for all the Lokakshema, and those who have given their names, their Sankalpa will also, their names, their Gotra and Nakshatra will be read out along with the Sankalpa, and Prasada will be sent to them. I think if they are in India, Prasada will be able to send the Prasadam to them also. And for those who are in abroad, like probably in the US, you can donate in your own currency also if you go there. Especially for those who are in US, there's one thing called a matching donation. I think many of you might know in the companies that you're working, that if you donate a certain amount, the companies will donate a matching amount. So that is very useful for NGOs like us. Vyoma is also registered in the US, so you will be able to gain a tax deduction also using 501c or whatever is applicable there in the US. So you will be able to make the matching donation companies. Some are already registered with Vyoma. Maybe you might have registered if you are in some other company. But again, if you have any questions regarding this, you can always write to support at Vyoma Labs or contact the number that is given here related to any of this. And you mainly wanted to tell this because you can register for Sankalpa and be a part of this event that will be happening in Kurukshetra, the Gita Mahayajna. Namassarvebhyah. Now you can all, the students can ask questions regarding today's class. Anything, any doubts regarding the class, we can take it up. Chandrasekharan A.R.
Namaskaram Guruji, Namaskaram. So this
You
41.
I am not able to hear you. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Namaskaram Guruji.
Namaste.
Namaste. The Ati Vishvesha Vishwatman, can this be compared to the Vishnu Sahasranam, Vishnu Bhadatkaro, the same thing?
Yes. You can compare. A lot of such comparative studies can be done. Yes.
And also, here Kunti Amma addresses Madhupate.
Correct.
See, Madhu is honey. So Madhupate, does it connected with that?
So Madhupati can be, the meaning can be given in many different ways. It's a good question that you have raised. Madhupati, see, one is usually it comes as Madhuha or Madhughnaha or something like that, where he kills this asura named as Madhu. Hence, that artha can also be given here. Pati can mean in the sense of controller or Isha or something like that. Hence, Madhupati. Or when you take the meaning as honey, not directly honey, rather as sweetness, Madhuradhipatehe Akhilam Madhuram. That is very well known. So his Madhura Adhipati means he is the form of sweetness itself. So he is full of Ananda and hence Madhupati. That way it is Madhupati. So these two kinds of interpretations can be given. The second interpretation is more fitting for this, where he is Ananda Swarupa itself. That way Madhupati, Madhura Adhipati.
Dhanyavada.
V. You have raised your hand. Your name shows as just V. You may speak. Yeah.
Namaskara.
Namaste.
I'm wondering what chand is Kunti stuti in?
Which one?
Chand.
The chandas of the last verse.
No, I mean overall stuti.
The overall stuti, there are many different chandas. Most of them are anushtup. 4 5 verses in between are in different chandas. I have not given the chandas here. For example, most of this where you see it in 2 lines on the slide, they are all anushtup. Wherever you don't see it in 2 lines, it's either these are all Indra Vajra, Upendra Vajra kind of usually Upajati chandas. All these verses that you see in 4 lines. Except the last verse is a completely different chandas. Shri Krishna, Krishna, Sakha, Vrishnesha, Bhagavata. I think it is in Vasanta Tilaka. Only the last one is in Vasanta Tilaka. Shri Krishna, Krishna, Sakha, Vrishnesha, Rishabhava, Nidhruk is in Vasanta Tilaka. Like this, and across these stutis, you will usually get various chandas. I think Bhishma Stuti and again other stutis I think are in more of the same chandas. Again, Gajendra Stuti, you will have multiple chandas coming. We don't have to worry too much about the chandas here. That's why I have not given the
It's
information.
just my curiosity.
Yeah. So,
And
like you can
also
again refer to the chandas class by Soumya Krishnapur Bhagini and you can apply that knowledge here.
sure. Just another question. You mentioned about the donation can be
Yes,
done from the overseas.
correct.
So I was just wondering, is Vyoma registered in the UK as well?
Not in the UK, not yet. Not yet in the UK.
Okay, thank you.
So it's registered as a non-profit in India and in the US as of now. Thank you. Aditi.
Namaskaram. Are you able to
Namaste.
hear me?
Yeah.
So, since today we're finishing Kunti stuti, I
Yes.
just wanted to know, compared to the other stutis that we will be learning,
Uh-huh.
what would you say is the speciality of this stuti? If you could just give a brief summary in a few words, compared to the other ones.
There is no comparison to be done. You see, each stuti has its own speciality because it shows the mindset of that particular devotee. The way Kunti looks at Bhagavan, we have seen that in detail. Like we have seen every verse. So in that way, you can see her perception of Bhagavan, the way she looks at him. That is the beauty in each stuti. We will see the how that particular devotee approaches Bhagavan, and by that we might feel some feelings, some emotions are closer to us. Do we look at Bhagavan the way Kunti sees, or do we look at him the way Bhishma sees? Especially in Bhishma Stuti, you will see clearly how different it is. So when we see that, you will find the difference, how each person looks at Bhagavan. So those differences make that special. That will become more clear when we see the succeeding stutis.
Okay, thank you. Because I was wondering, I think in one of the first classes you mentioned that uh, across different age groups, so Kunti is senior, and then we have Prahalada Suti, who's
Correct,
uh,
correct.
a kid. So yeah, so I kind of
Yeah, so
remember
at
that.
the end of the course, you will have a wholesome view of the differences,
Okay, sure.
the
Thank you so much.
uniqueness that is present in
Yeah.
this. Vijay Raghavan,
Namo Guru, Namaste Guru.
namaste, namaste.
So I had one question related to the shloka from previous class, like
Uh-huh.
Gopyada De Damatavar.
Ah,
So in that, like, can we infer that, like, was Kunti Mata in Vrindavan at that time? Because she's
no,
like
no, we
describing
can't
as
infer that. See,
okay.
no, that way we cannot infer because she was not in Vrindavan at that time. That is clear.
Okay.
Because Krishna is born and Arjuna and Krishna are of the same age. For example, Yudhishthira is a couple of years elder and Arjuna and Krishna are exactly same age. Whether they were born on the same date is unknown, but they are around the same year. So at that time, it means that she was along with Pandu in the forest
Okay.
contemporarily. And only after that, Sahadeva and Nakula were born, and then they when they are about 5-6 years old, after Pandu dies, they are brought to Hastinapura. So that time also she was undergoing a lot of difficulties. So till just before Draupadi's marriage, they are not in contact with Krishna directly at all. They come in contact with Krishna a long time after that. Only that
Okay.
is a long time after their childhood. The first contacts come when they are adults. And later
Okay, good.
she listens to the stories and she knows that this happened. Anyway, she is close with Devaki, Vasudeva and others, therefore she knows.
Sure. Okay. And one other question. In general, throughout the Bhagavatam, all the like shlokas are like in chandas, and then they all rhyme, right? So
Not
even
rhyme, we cannot say they rhyme, but they
uh,
are all in some chandas, yes.
in chandas. Yeah. So my question there is, uh, like, are these words as Kunti Mata and others as they said,
Hmm.
or it's Vyasdeva Guru who has written it according to his knowledge?
So
Because
this is an academic question, which is very correct. See, even the traditional scholars, for example, Bhagavad Gita itself, whenever we see the commentaries, there also Adi Shankara states that whatever truth was given by Bhagavan to Arjuna, Vyasa took it and put it in the form of verses. We
okay.
don't really think that they were talking in the form of verses. That is not how we think. But the whole essence and the words that were used, or maybe the adjectives that were used, were clearly Kunti's. And that was
Okay.
put in the metrical form by Vyasadeva. You can keep it like that. But it's still from Kunti's perspective. And for us, for it to be passed down as a stuti, it comes in the verse form only. That's why many of our granthas we see it's all in the verse form. Obviously, when you say Arjuna Vacha, Bhagavan Vacha across Mahabharata or anywhere, it does not mean they always were speaking in verses. They were
Okay.
speaking normally, but then it was created as a verse by Vyasa or Valmiki or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Raji R and then Saumya Ravindra.
Namo Namaha Guruji.
Namaste.
I have a question with respect to the 43rd verse.
Ah,
Govinda Go Dvija.
yes.
So, wherever in any granthas this Dvija appears, it refers to Brahmanas. So, what is the context to Dvija and Brahmanas? Like, and the meaning would be twice born.
Correct.
So,
No,
I
what is
needed
the
a
question
clarity on
there?
that. I needed a clarity on why Dvija and Brahmanas are always connected.
Uh, okay, Dvija means Brahmanas, usually in Rudi Shabda, because Dvija means twice born, as you say. So the two births are one being born from the mother's womb and the other being the Upanayana Samskara that is done before Vedadhyayana. When they are invested with the sacred thread, the Upanayana, that is the second birth, where you go to the
Okay.
Gurukula, you go under a Guru and you learn from them. Hence they are called as Dvijas.
Okay.
And all the varnas which have Upanayana can also be called Dvija, but depending on the context, in many places it means Brahmana. Again, Dvija has other meanings. Also. For example, a bird can be called Dvija because first it is born as an egg and then it is born from the egg. So birds are also called Dvijas. And the
Okay.
teeth is also called Dvija because we get two sets of tooth and the teeth. Therefore, that is also called Dvija. So in the
Okay.
Yogika, it has many meanings, but
Okay.
according to context, here it is Brahmanas.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Then Saumya Ravindra, yes.
Hi, Namaskara Guruji.
Namaste.
The question is what I have posted in the chat. I have to donate specifically for the Gita Samarpanam to matching.
Your voice is very, very low. I understand you're asking about donation, but your voice is quite low.
No. If I have to donate to the Gita Samarpanam,
Ah.
specifically to matching from company, is there an option I have to choose, or does it automatically?
That I'm not sure, but from the company, the matching donation, I think you will have to directly go to the vyoma.org website, vyoma.usa website and donate from there for those in the US. Because
Yeah,
the link
I
that I
have
have
done
sent
it.
is India-based for the Indian organization.
No, I have done it before also to Vyoma
Okay.
from my company. What I'm asking is specifically for this Gita
For this
Samarpanam.
event. For that, you can donate directly in that Vyoma USA website and then probably inform, you can send a message saying this is for this particular event. You can do that. Yeah, that way.
Thank you so much.
Sita Shankar.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I have a doubt about the verse 34.
Ah.
Bharavatara Nayanye.
Ah.
In that, the second line, Sidantya Bhuri, you had corrected in this, in the text. Jato Jataha hi Atma.
Atma Bhuvartitaha, correct.
But it has not been corrected in the text by the PDF given.
Oh, the
So
PDF, okay. I
I
will
was
correct it there.
worried about that. No, I mean,
Right.
I just wondered whether it had not been corrected. Then when I saw this in the screen, it has been corrected. Then I realized.
No, I will PDF correction. I just have
The
to tell
he
them. I
comes
will.
there, isn't it?
Yeah. It is Hyatma Bhuvartitaha only. When I taught it, I think I taught it as Atma Bhuvartitaha. You're correct.
Yeah.
I had to note this difference. It is Hyatma Bhuvartitaha. Yes.
Where does the indeed come here actually? That
Where does the
he, where does it? Jato hi atma bhuvartitaha. What does it mean with the he?
No, the word he, see, the word he is usually used for emphasis or to say only or something like that. Or sometimes it might not have any real meaning. It might be used for the sake of completion of the chandas.
Chandas to purnam.
Yes. So it depends. Jato hi atma bharti. It can be emphasis here. You were indeed born for the sake of the earth's prarthana. Yeah.
Okay.
For the sake of Brahma's prarthana.
Okay. Dhanyavada.
Then,
Because I had checked the other texts also, and they also had the Hyatma
yeah,
Bhuvartana.
it should be, or else it won't work, because or else we can the chandas will
The
go wrong.
Chandas won't work also.
It has to be Hyatma Bhuvartita.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada. So I think those are the questions for today. We will meet again next week and we will begin Bhishma Stuti. Namo Namas Sarvebhyaha Agrima Shanivasare Punaha Milamaha.